Hey, what's up? Welcome to Degen Ed. That's degenerative education, meaning none of this is financial advice. Just me having fun looking at charts, like the chart behind me, which is of Aquestive Therapeutics, ticker symbol AQST. And so this was requested by a viewer. So shout out to Mac Attack, I believe. And yeah, the chart looks really cool. But when I first looked at it, I looked at it yesterday on January 8th. And the first thing that came to mind when I saw this is, oh man, this could be forming a double top. And so I initially thought, this might be kind of a bearish chart. But then I looked into it further and there's some really cool stuff going on. So I'm just going to throw up some drawings that I've put on the chart and go over the levels with you guys. And so first, what I'm going to go over is this white line, this trend line. And so while I thought that this might be a double top, what I realized during the stream this morning is that it looks like a head and shoulders pattern, an inverted head and shoulders pattern, where you have the left shoulder here, the head right here, kind of an ugly head with a little dent in it, and then the right shoulder here. And when I initially looked at it, I did kind of notice it, but there was this like spike sticking out, this wick of the candle on December 4th that kind of threw it off if I was to be comparing with the wick from yesterday, January 8th. But with January 9th's price action going up nearly 9% on the day, closing at $2.72, going up further in the after hours to $2.77.8, a little over 2%. The wick of this candle actually coincides beautifully with this neckline. And so I'm just going to go over what the touch points are for that so you can draw it on your charts. And so the initial point is based on the high of June 20th, 2023. And then the pivot point is based on the high of August 2nd. And so we get these two touch points there. We get this almost perfect wick up to touch that neckline on, let's see, December 4th. And then now on January 9th, we saw a test of that neckline with a high of $2.78 on the day. However, it was rejected, so it's quite possible there could be a little bit of a pullback. And so what we'd really want to see for confirmation is a close above this white trend line, and not a close like a couple cents above. We want to see a really clear close that would confirm that it has broken out. And so with head and shoulders and inverted head and shoulders patterns, one thing that you can do is take the measurement of that and calculate a measured move. And so that is based on taking the measurement from the head, the top of the head, to the neckline. And so that represents about a $1.24 move. And so then we take that and we move it up to where the breakout would be. So right around that line. And so, I've got the auto y-axis on, so I've got to adjust that so we can see where it goes to. I think this is super cool. That I drew these two lines just kind of trying to think about levels that it could go to. And initially I drew this green line based on the lows of, let's see, October 10th, 11th, something like that, 12th. So that's how I got that green line at $3.69. But I was like, oh man, but this measurement goes above that. There has to be something significant with it. And then I was thinking, oh, maybe $4. That's just a psychological level. And so that's what I have drawn in the purple line. That doesn't go back to a specific level necessarily or specific price action, just psychologically thinking price going to $4. And so, yeah, if this is to break out and this measured move is to play out, I could see price going to $4 a share. How long would that take? I'm not really sure. I don't think it'd take, 5 trading days. I think it'd take a little bit longer than that. But this is a potential breakout move that we could be seeing, but we have to first see the breakout and then get confirmation that it has broken out. But, if we don't get confirmation that it's broken out, what are some levels that it might return to? One that I have is at $2.50, just being kind of a psychological level there, 250. And that is based on the open price on December 5th. Then I have this orange line at $2.28, kind of based on, this left shoulder, if that were to, have formed a double top, which it did before forming the head. In that orange line is at $2.28 based on the open of June 14th. And then kind of like, I feel like worst case scenario, but, it could always go lower than this. Worst case scenario based on the high of, let's see, July 5th, 2023 is this red line, and that is at $1.78. But before we get there, what I do see, looking at the volume profile, is it does look like there was a lot of consolidation in this range here, coming down to about $2. So I do think that $2, thinking about psychological levels, I do think that will be an important level acting as support if we do break through this yellow and or orange line. $2 will definitely serve as support. But what I am really excited about with this chart is this beautiful, while it might be on an angle on this sloping trend line, it is a very beautiful looking inverted head and shoulders. So if we do get this breakout, $4 seems like a reasonable price target, at least for the short term. And I should note that this company seems like it's pretty similar to Biora Therapeutics, which I've covered on the channel, in that not only are they developing drugs, but they're also developing novel technology for implementing those drugs. And so I will do a follow-up due diligence video over the weekend looking into Aquestive Therapeutics over the weekend. So stay tuned for that. If you're interested in the company, I do feel like this could be a really great opportunity because they do have what looks like an FDA approval coming up in late April. So I do think, not only with this pattern here in this move, I do think that we could see, a lot of upside potential moving into the future. If we do look at their chart history, there's a lot of upside potential based on the current price of 272. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I'm looking forward to sharing that due diligence with you guys. So make sure you subscribe if you want to see that. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like it and share your thoughts in the comments down below. Thanks a lot for watching.